Today we are making incredibly light and creamy, the best ever no-bake cheesecake. And you may be surprised to know how easy it is to make. Let's get started. To make the crust, melt your butter in a water bath first. You can also use the microwave to do so, but be sure to stop every 5 to about 15 seconds to avoid the big butter explosion, which I did countless times. And crush the graham crackers with a food processor or a Ziploc bag with a rolling pin, like today. Combine it with sugar and melted butter. And mix them with a spatula until well combined. Lately, I like lining the bottom of the pan with parchment paper as it makes it very easy to transfer the cake. No need to apply butter or oil. And transfer the mixture onto it and place it firmly onto the sides and the bottom of the pan. Apply very good pressure when you do this to prevent the crust from falling apart later. The crust doesn't come together after the butter is completely set and firm, so it's important to do this while it's still melted. Looking good. Now chill it completely in the fridge while we are making the filling. To make the filling, bloom the gelatin first. Mix the gelatin powder in cold water and set it aside for about 10 minutes. By doing this, gelatin hydrates fully and does the best job of setting liquid afterward. Meanwhile, mix room temperature cream cheese in the bowl. Leave it at room temperature beforehand to soften it completely. Otherwise, it does not blend well with other ingredients. That being said, I noticed this cream cheese wasn't quite soft enough yet. So if that happens to you too, simply heat it in the microwave for 5 to 10 seconds, then mix each time so that you don't have to overheat it. Okay, this looks perfect, nice and soft. Then add sour cream and sugar. Mix well. Next, add vanilla extract and lemon juice. I highly recommend not omitting them to add depth to the flavor. Set it aside and whip heavy cream. When using heavy cream with high milk fat content, I recommend not whipping it too much right here. Like this much is great. When using heavy whipping cream with lower milk fat, like 37% like today, whip a little bit more, like this much. Now the gelatin is fully bloomed. Heat it in hot water or in the microwave to melt it. It should not be boiling hot, but comfortably hot. Add 1 large scoop of the cream cheese mixture and mix well until smooth. Now pour it back into the remaining cream cheese mixture and mix well with the whisk. Ensure it looks nice and smooth. To the whipped cream, add half of the cream cheese mixture and fold until roughly combined. This is good. About 80% is blended. And then combine it with the remaining cream cheese mixture. So the secret to the incredibly light and airy no-bake cheesecake is this: fluffy whipped cream with a minimum amount of gelatin. I used to not whip heavy cream and use more gelatin to set, but since I knew this way, there was no going back. The texture is incredible. Be careful not to overmix it to keep it airy. Scrape the sides and the bottom of the bowl and stop folding as soon as everything is evenly incorporated. Now pour it into the chilled prepared pan. The crust should be nicely set at this point. I like tapping the surface like this to ensure there are no large air gaps inside. You can smooth out the surface completely or create the flows using the creamy texture. Now chill it in the fridge to set the filling completely, ideally for 4 to 5 hours or more. To detach the crust from the pan, warm the sides of the pan evenly with the torch. You can also use a hot towel if you don't have a torch. I don't know about you, but I always feel nervous and excited when lifting the side of the springform pan. Cut it with a hot knife to get a very neat surface. And it is complete. Enjoy. You can eat it as is or with fruit compote, fruit sauce, whipped cream, or any of your favorite toppings. A slice of this cheesecake makes me feel extremely happy at the end of the day, and it's always a hit among my family and friends. I hope you give it a try and let us know if you did and how you enjoyed it. To store the cheesecake, seal the cut side with plastic wrap to prevent it from drying out, then place it in an airtight container and store it in the fridge. If you love cheesecake, also try my other cheesecake recipes, including classic New York cheesecake and matcha cheesecake. They are also so delicious. I'll leave the links in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy pastry living, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.